Hi guys, we are back today in the studio and we're going to make some candles. We are going to make our Cookie Monster candle here. I've got my mason jar, so basically I'm fixing to label the bottom of the jar and put those labels on, and then we're going to do our wick. Put our wicks in, and we're going to go from there. Okay, this is the last of the labels. So now we're just going to put our wicks in. And we're going to use our wicks from Candle Science. Let's see if I can find them. On a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So we're going to use our Candle Science XL 24 6-inch pre-tab wicks. That's what we're going to use today. So I only need 4 of these. They're all tangled up. Okay. And we've got to get our wicks. And this is my roll of wicks from Candle Science. Thank you, Candle Science. So we're here to do our pre-tab wicks here. So basically I just peel, oops, I peeled that one off. So basically I peeled and here is my tab here. So I eyeball it. And then I take my little skewer here and kind of press in the middle. So let's do the next one. One day we're going to get the tools that we need, like our centering tools. Alright. I like these wicks from Candle Science because I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. Let me pull this off and wick it into my jar. So the reason why I like these Candle Science wicks because they have the little tabs on the end. Most of them don't have the tabs, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. These don't have the tabs on there. I have to use an X-Acto knife just to kind of lift the tabs up to pull the sticker off. But I like the pre-tab where all I got to do is take a corner of, hold it down, take a corner and lift. That's all I got to do. And then I got to put my wick on. And I just stick my wick on like so. And then I pull it up. And that's it. I just stick it in the center. Try to stick it, I eyeball it to see if it's in the center of the jar. So we're done with that. So the next thing that we do is, so I have some embeds that I'm planning on using. I don't know what's going on with these firecrackers, but they need to stop. It's not a holiday. And it sounds like gunfire. I really hate gunfire. So basically I got some wax here that I am going to melt up. Well, it's already melted. I'm just going to whip it up. It's very little. It's not hardly nothing in there. It's very, very little. So I have some embeds that I have. So I have some embeds here that I'm going to put some frosting in the middle of them. They're going to be like my cookies. So I think I'm going to have to melt some more, but it's okay. We're good. We're good, 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 good. So I need to get a bag, a piping bag. I'm just going to get a piping bag here. I'm just going to use my old stick here. Because we're just making candles today, so I'm just using what I've already done. So I'm going to take a little bit of this wax here. And I'm just going to do this. So I'm going to take my scraping tool here. So I need to cut this so I can get it down in there really good. Okay, got a little bit out. So basically I'm just going to take this. It's still warm. And I'm just going to take this and stick it on like that. And I have my cookie. That's all we're going to do. I know my wax should be melting, but I just want to do this to get this out of the way first. Cut quite a bit here. That I need to do. This one's already done. It's just from the previous one of these. So I know this wax is not all the way melted. That's fine. I don't need it to be I just need to do what it needs to do. And it's not all the way whipped, so that's fine too. Okay, so everybody's gonna get a different cookie. That's because I didn't whip it up long enough. Whoops. That's the reason why it's like this. I didn't whip it long enough. But it's going to do what I need to do in a minute. That's all I need to make it look like it's got cookies in it. Well, icing in it. That's because I didn't whip it long enough. So basically I can put it back into my bowl here and remelt it and do it again. These little bits of chunks that we have in here. And I can add a little bit more waxed milk to mix that up. I need some, some spoons without this coming off. I hate this. So I got to buy what I need when I can make some money. So I'm just going to give this a good scraping. Just piping that. I know you can't see me scraping it, but I'm going to scrape and pour that in there. So I have what I needed. These, well, some of them. I still got a few to go. This is what I make my cookies with icing in it. You know, that's what they're for. That's what I want. So I'm gonna let this milk bring you back for the next go round. Okay, now I just put in the dye from Candle Science, and I'm just going to just mix it up. And our temperature is 136. If you can see that, it's at 136. And we are using Nature's Garden ginger snap cookies. Oh, it smells so good. So I did the first two. They're over here in the corner. That's what they look like. They smell so good. So we're just mixing this up. And let me take another temperature because I want to add in my fragrance. So we're at 135. So I'm just going to keep stirring. So what I'm going to do is bring you back. Well, let's see. It's at 134, 133. That's vanilla color stabilizer. I'm doing an experiment. So this discolors to a tan. Normally I wouldn't do it like this, but it's been a rough day for me, so trying to keep everything on top here. Let me set that right there for right now. And I'm gonna move this back to over here. Turn you down a little bit. We're gonna add in our fragrance oil. I know y'all can't see it off camera, but I'm just adding in the fragrance oil. Once I turn my scale on. I know y'all can't see. You can barely see. Barely. I hate that when it does that. take this off. And we're just going to give it a stir. Just going to give this a stir. Gonna stir for 2 minutes so it can bond to the wax. And the wax to the fragrance oil. And we just stir and stir and stir. And then I think what I'm going to do is put the frosting on tomorrow and let it sit. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm stick this back over here. See if I can bring you guys up closer. Alright, and then we're going to tear out our scale. And we're just going to pour this in our jar. Where we're standing at, and I'm just gonna take this, stick it in here to be in the center of the alright, and we're just gonna take this, we got a little bit left, and we're just gonna sit it aside. I'm just gonna wait. Take this, tear this out, and we're just gonna weigh out our wax here. Okay, that's our soy wax sand. Just makes it a little harder. And we're going to do the last one. We're going to turn this back up, and we're going to do the very last one of these candles. We're going to do the very last one. I normally don't do it like this individual, but I needed to know the how big this jar was and how much I need to use and all that good stuff. And so I just did one at a time, and then I'll come back tomorrow, and then we will add in the frosting, and we'll add in our embeds. So I'm just going to let that melt. And that's it. I'll bring you back. Okay, guys, I finished my Cookie Monster candle here. Was the original Cookie Monster candle here, but I finished it, and we've got about 4 here. So that's what we are. So I forgot to film. I was so into doing multiple things and I forgot to turn my camera on. But thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can go to the website and buy these candles. But they're scented with our Nature's Garden. Thank you, Nature's Garden, for making ginger snap cookies. Appreciate it. And we use candle. Let's give another shout out to Candle Science. Candle Science. We use Candle Science Blue. This is a liquid blue, which I absolutely love. They're liquid dyes. And this is Candle Science Liquid Dye Blue. And they make the perfect blue. This is the blue that I was looking for. And I just wanted to bring you guys back there, let y'all know what had happened. I'm sorry, you guys. Next time I will film me doing everything from step by step. I just got a lot going on. But y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. See you on the next go round.